All right, guys. Sorry about that little hiccup right there. My internet cut out. Changed the Wi-Fi network to make sure that it was okay. We'll get started in just a minute here. I don't know if I'm able to just speed up the clock. I know it says 4 minutes, but I'll try to get started earlier. So we get like I don't know 30 people in, and then we will get going here. It looks like it's interesting right now. I mean, it looks like we could rally up to a little bit over 40K, I would say. The thing is, funding fees are really, 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 really high on FEMIX right now. I don't know why. Usually, when they're that high, price just goes in the other direction. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. What's interesting on buy, I think it's kind of just a fluke. I think we will come up because on Bybit they're still negative. So at least on the USDT pair. So yeah. Um, Had a new trade in the exclusive Discord. It's doing really well so far. If you want to check that out, link in description. What's up, Luciano? Um, we'll get started in just a minute here. Um, so yeah, probably want to wait till uh, wait till the the first. Excuse me. Trying to look at my phone here. Wait till the first to sign up for the Discord if you're interested, because you're gonna get double charged if you sign up now. Maybe. So it's a Hemloser. It to be. What is hem? Hem. I don't know what hem means. Gotta learn that one. Hemer or something. Alrighty. Let's get started here. You guys have been waiting long enough. What is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's get into the analysis. So, what I think, what it looks like right here is, money flow crossover in your hourly. That's always not bad. Some curvature. It seems like we're going to come back into the green here. And I mean, your general trend right now is just bouncing around sideways. So, I mean, that's a trend. There's not any reason to really believe that you won't, maybe do something like this and then come back down, or maybe it's a little fluke and we just come back down. But I'm not going to show you the trade doesn't have an outcome yet, but I did give a long a shot here. It wouldn't be fair for the people who are paying to tell you guys, where I'm going to take profits, but yeah. In terms of like your high time frames, I mean, your 2 hour still is kind of a bullish hope with the VWAP now curving back up. See if we get a green dot here. I don't know. In terms of your weekly, it's still awful, as you guys have known. Probably about as bad as it can get. But, started DCAing back in, kind of just based on the red here. So, yeah. Daily looks like you're going to come back into the red. And that's another probably good DCA opportunity once you're back in the red here, because you'll be down at least, probably by the time you get back in the red, it'll be at least under 37, I would say. So 34s, great areas. That'll be big. Let's see here. So your 12 hour, I mean, your VIP's coming up. You're deep, deep, deep in the red here. I mean, it definitely does look like you can get a little bit of relief here, a little bit of relief. Maybe you come down to this point before, 37.1 or something to spiral line. But it does look, and we'll talk about some more. I mean, good curvature here. You're coming up with the momentum waves. It looks like we could come up a little bit here, especially on your 8 hour. This I like in the 6 hour. So it's enough, it's enough for me to give the long a shot. Not extremely, extremely hopeful, but I think most likely. It's all a game of probability. I also like the 30-minute. The 30-minute money flow crossover here. So it's just generally looking good, at least for short term, at least till maybe you could repeat something like this. You peak out tomorrow or tonight, later tonight. So yeah. Let's look at Ethereum. Daily, curving downward just does not look the best. At least in my opinion. Your 2 days still kind of a bullish hope because your VWAP's curving up. I mean, I feel like you're just going to roll over and come deeper into the red here after a little bit of a rally upward or something. But yeah, You got your bullish div here. I like this. This could definitely bring us up a decent amount. Yeah, I played around there, but that one definitely brought us up. So I can see this coming up a little bit. Short term, I'm a bit more bullish at the moment for, Bitcoin and Ethereum. But overall, I mean, longer term, I think we're heading into the bear market. Hate to say it, but you got to be objective. You got to be objective. Curving in, we've been a while in the red here. I like this for Ethereum. You're coming up, so I feel like you're going to get a little bit of a rally upward. It would be nice if we could get a nice little something like this, 5%, and then I don't know. Yeah, something over here. I don't know if you'll make it up to this high, but 3,000 is a good place to look. And then your lower time frames, looks like a little bit of a continuation here, especially on your 24-minute. Let's look at the chat. So let's see here. What's up, guys? Smash the like button. Yeah, the original, we had a little bit of a issue here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be happy to answer at least a few of them. So that's Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. Short term, a bit more bullish, definitely. Longer term, I still think we're heading into our bear market. Generally, if you're somebody who likes to follow the trend, this is a very sideways, just sideways, 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 all the way back from past 3 weeks. So not really a reason to believe we're just going to break up or down, although we will eventually, but yeah, easily something like that could happen. So yeah. Does look good in the 8 hour. Does look good in the 8 hour. Real short time frames. This is, let's see. No, you're not getting any bullish, bearish divs yet on your 3 minute. Let's check out your 6 minute right here. Come on. 6 minute looks a little bit more bearish, but I mean, that's not. When you're too zoomed in on the time frames, I mean, those are mainly for scalp trading. I don't really go much below the 10 minute in general now, just based on the way I trade, but yeah. That's what I've been saying. I mean, the DXY, I believe, will, next bull run will be in 2024, 25. Yeah, most likely. I think, if we bottom out at 24, 25K, let me show you this. Probably on the weekly would be a good idea to show you this on. Let's just, see here. Say bottom out, 24K. And then it could be faster too. I'd say early 2023 or something. You may get a rally mid 2023 to 54K. Then probably, I don't know, something like this. September 2023 into 2024. I don't know. And then, yeah, 2024, bam. I would not surprise me. Generally something, I mean, this is kind of, I think we'll bottom out, in a few months, and then we'll rally up, in early 2023. Probably highest you could get up to, maybe 60K or something, I would say. Then probably 50% correction or something from there. And then probably 2024, that's early 2024. So think of 2024 kind of like 2020. That's where you go parabolic and you finally get your 100K or whatever. Maybe early 2025, something like that, if we repeat the general cycles. I'd say probably at least, a 4 to 5x from 25K or something. So 125, something like this. Where would that be? January? Yeah. It would make sense around there. Could be a little bit later. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, very long term. And probably just, maybe probably at least 40% more for ETH or whatever. Just probably more gains for ETH, assuming it does well. On the daily, we broke down out of the bear flag too. Honestly, I'm looking to fade the balance at this point. Maybe I'm just some bearish above us. So I'm bearish. Okay, we'll see. I mean, it's I just go by my strategies. Definitely could be bearish. There's never 100% way to know what's going to happen. It's all a game of probability. No, that's not true. Look at 2013. Look at what happened in 2013. Let's look at the DXY. So that's going parabolic. I don't know if, you know, that you could say the psychological argument of like $100 or something. It's ready to come down. It should come down a little bit here. It should. Do we? No, not even. Huh, interesting. This looks strong. Well, you may get your, you're finally going to get your bullish dip or whatever over. I know people were saying the microphone was a little bit too quiet last time, but let's see here. That should be good. We're in the yellow. You're due. I mean, you've been in the green for a while. I don't look at this too much. I think short term, what I'm looking at, I think we'll come up a little bit higher from where we are right now. And I don't see any reason to believe we're just going to break out all of a sudden. I mean, I'm not into bear flags. I'm not into traditional TA. I'm a different type of TA guy. I do it a different way. So yeah. You know, we could look at our Brave New Coin chart. Look at our Brave New Coin chart here. And I'll show you what happened in 2013. One, two. Now, what was the difference in height between here and here? It was another 3x. So it was definitely more. You'd expect if you played out two, you'd expect to get up to 70, 80 probably at least. We did get up to 68 with diminished returns and everything. I'll tell you, from, let's just map it out. How long did it take to get down to our bottom? Took about it was at 4 months. Oh, 60 weeks. Okay, it was November to January. So, a year. Wow. Why am I thinking months? Sorry. But yeah, so November of 2013 to January 2015. So about a year and 2 months. So let's say it's a year and 2 months from here. November, that would be a bottom out in January 2023. That would take a while. That'd be a boring game. A lot of people would really, 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 really lose interest in crypto. I think it's going to come down a little bit faster based on the blood diamond. And if you look at, kind of how the chart is, we're already in the red. You know what I mean? We're already at this point. These points, we bottomed out relatively quickly, about a month the most. So I think it's going to happen quicker. That's what I'm looking at. RSI is curving down, everything, relatively bearish on the high time frames. But yeah, Atom is breaking out. Yeah, we could look at Sushi. Let's look at Atom. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just bouncing off the same area. Green dot there. I expected to come down a bit more for a bear market bottom. Okay, at least to there. Maybe even 12 or 10 or something. Short term, I do think, things look pretty good. There's snake eyes all over this. You're hitting off of a major point, 1, 2, 3, 6 yellow X's. I think you've probably come up a bit in the short term. Probably not that high, but maybe $23 or something. I can see that happening. Good money flow crossover there. I do think, look at this. For the next few days, we could be bullish. We could have a little bullish rally for the next couple of days here. Bitcoin, nice bounce off of there. Nice bounce off of the high volume node. So that is looking good. Look at Sushi. This is down so much. 87%. The problem with this is like usually, if we really enter a real bear market, it could come down to $1.40, another real bottom. This could, some of these yellow X terrible on the weekly, no bueno. Not good, not good. And coming down, money flow. I don't think this may not be around in the next bull run. That's what I will say. This may not be around. X is still pumping. Let's see. Yeah. That daily, I mean, here it didn't work, but that daily maybe. If it, it normally does well during. Thing with this is you can't leverage trade this. That's what I don't like. But yeah, that looks good in your 10 hour. You could end up back up here. You could get to 15 cents here. Maybe. I still hold a little bit. All the way from, been staking it for a while now. Not a year yet, but a while. But yeah. It's better than a lot of other things. That's what I will say. I mean, if you repeat something like, how we just kept, when was it? Like May just kept pumping. I mean, yeah, stranger things have happened. Let's see here. Will ETH hit 10 or 20K in the next bull run? Probably. Yeah, I would say that most likely. I don't think you'll get up to 30K, but I think, 15K, 12K to 20K. Let's see. What do I think about Tesla? I mean, that's a good question. I would say it looks better than a lot of other things in the stock market, but I do think, you're due to come into the red here in the weekly. How was your 3-day? I feel like you're due to come into the red here, and I think the market in general is going to come down some more. That's what I do think. I think Tesla will probably hold up a little bit better than the general market, so I think it's a great hedge. But for short term, I don't think I don't think we're going to see too much. So the S&P. So you're hitting that same area, and even if I think we're going to go down. I think we're probably going to hit this area in the next few months. This general area, and I think you're so due to come into the red here. But the thing is, what trips people up is you're probably going to get some type of bounce off of this or something before it happens. I mean, things, it's volatile. I mean, look, you're getting a bounce. Everyone's, it's bottom now. It's going to be different. It's different. You're not. I think this. The hurrah of this, or excuse me, the hurrah of this is basically over. I think that's. This hurrah, this main hurrah right here, this is over. Now, to say that it won't look like this, it could still, it could be something pretty. This would be an interesting, if we repeat, something like that. That'd be a 18% dump from, if you make 18% dump from up here. 375 or something, 376. And when could that happen? If this, I'll circle the areas. If this, you make the point, this is this, let's say. And that was 18%, I believe. Yeah, 17, 18%. It would just be a boring market for some time. I mean, look. Actually, let's make it, I meant to say, more likely option, because that would get weird. That would just be very boring for a while. If this is what I meant to say. It's the same difference. It's that 18, 70, or no, 20%. So if this is that, and 20% down from here, 370 or something, what's the timeline on this? How long did this take? 17 bars. This was from October, November, December, about 2 months, a little over 2 months. Let's see here. So March 30th, April 30th, May 30th into June. Yeah, something like that into June. And you're 20%. So June, I could see this bottoming out 375 or something. Some wicks down below this. That's what would be, very, very likely. And then maybe you can make new all-time highs by the end of the year or something. Or early 2023. I think it may bottom out with crypto. That's what I'm thinking in the next couple of months. That's what I'm thinking. What about Netflix? Where's the bottom? Okay. That's a good question. I was talking about Netflix. I think that probably will bottom out with everything else in the next few months. It'll bottom out when everyone's done talking about it. It just keeps going down and down. Okay. So, in terms of trading this, you're going to have some relief off of this fib level, I would say, in all likelihood. I think you'll probably see the bottom, if not when this goes into the red, or a little bit before on the 2 week. Kind of like something like this, here, something like that. Worst case scenario, I don't really see it going much below 150, in my opinion. I mean, we're at 191 right now. If you come down another 25, probably work these areas, maybe 100, maybe. That'd be crazy. What would 100 be? Or about 85% correction. Somewhere, I think you'll bottom out somewhere around, this circle, something like that. It's big range, 150 to 100 or something. And, when the 2 week turns into, when everyone gives up on this, because people are not giving up on this. There's a lot of people trying to buy this. They're saying it's going to come back. When people stop talking about this in a few months and completely give up on it, that's when it comes back, I would say. So your 2 week has not been in the red for such a long time. When this goes into red, major buy opportunity, in my opinion. High volume node, that's what it means. A lot of trading volume goes. So, are we pumping up some more? Okay, we're slowing down a little bit. We're slowing down. That's not the best thing. Your yellow X or manipulation X on the 16. The thing is, you get something like this, where you come up, maybe 41 again, 42, and then come down. Because it's just this sideways market is just so weird. Well, not really weird. It's it's happened before, but it's just annoying, boring. So yeah, guys, 58 people. Guys, ask me some questions. Tell me what you want me to talk about in the chat. And smash the like button, please. There's people I've been talking about. I mean, you got a little pump with this. It's kind of what I've been thinking, something like that. I think it's a fluke. I think it'll bottom out at like 6 cents in a few months. That's my 2 cents on Doge. But yeah. Where was it? Your hourly? That looks good. Short term, I could see us coming up a bit more. I could see us rallying a bit more for short term for everything. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Are you bullish or bearish for the short term? I guess, yeah, for short term. What are my favorite coins to buy up on the next bull, on the next run up? I like Avalanche. I like Matic. I like Cardano. I like Polkadot. There's a few others. I mean, obviously Ethereum. Atom I like. Aave is a decent choice. I like Zcash. Yeah, I mentioned Atom. Those are probably my favorites. Are we going into a recession? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. If we do enter a recession, things are going to get very ugly, but I don't think we will actually enter a recession for a few more years. I think it's just going to be more sideways. We're not going to see the hurrah we've seen for the last few years. Yeah, I mean, I'm more a big fan of diminishing returns. Now with cycle length in theory, it doesn't look like it's going to plan out. I want it to. I really wanted to. But the thing is, you got to realize, the Fed, tapering rates and stuff, there's factors that could prevent the cycle from going longer. What normally would have gone longer, there are factors that, can definitely prevent that from happening. No. Oh, okay. Oh. Can I edit this? Oh, boy. Yeah. And then let's do a new one. Okay, we can't do a new one? Yes, we can. Are you bullish for the short term? Easier. Thank you. WS. So yeah, I mean, if we look at what I like to look at in terms of, more longer term, let's look at the Dow Jones. It looks really high. I mean, on your monthly, it looks like you didn't quite make it to, 99 numbers, but 99 numbers, but you got high. I mean, even it seems like, let's just look at the points where we're at right now, like that local. Even here, I mean, it does look like you'd come down a bit. You'd have these little corrections here. Can you make the argument that we already had the correction we were looking for? Yeah, but it does look high up there. Also, your weekly. This typically comes into the red every so many years. It looks like if you kind of measure this out that we're really due to come into the red here. And when this normally happens, I mean, you come down a bit. It seems like we're really due for, it's only 14% down, not even much really, but it's 14% from here. Around there, 30K or something. Looks like that could happen. Looks like that's entirely possible in the next few months. Your 3-day, well, you finally are in the red. So in the case of bull runs, last time this is really interesting. This is good to look at. Because every time you come into the red here, it's either a major buying opportunity. Like look, every time you're almost at the bottom, or if we roll over, ooh. But in the bull runs, major buying opportunity. Bear markets, well, yeah, when it first came, this was just choppy. I know, it crashed a lot here too, I know. Yeah, this was just, But here, bull markets, bam. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a big, once you get in for long term, I mean, for very long term, right now, you'd probably want to start DCAing in, just like Bitcoin on the weekly, long term, But since there hasn't been, what I will say, there hasn't been a major, issue in such a long time. Every 10 years, we can kind of make the argument, like back, every 10 years, it doesn't really work right when you come into 8 years, let's say. It's been longer now. It's been longer than that. I feel like we're due. I feel like we're due for something. But long term, I mean, let's just see. Even if you just DCA'd in all through, this area right here in 08, your average buy-in price was somewhere around, 10K. Let's see, 10K. I mean, a couple of years later, you'd be in the green. But I mean, you got to realize too, when this all went down, how prices of everything went down. Probably not the prices of actual goods. I'm trying to remember. I was like 12 years old, but housing obviously went way down. Let's look at real estate too. There are some real estate charts we can look at. I believe. Real estate fund. Yeah, that was, you know what that was. So let's look at this on the monthly. I mean, you look at real estate, it's something that, you know, trends up greatly over time. What was the correction for this? This was did actual housing prices cross that much though? I feel like it was more of like a 40% correction or something. This was a 43. This was so quick though. This was just a quick, yeah. You know, your VWAP's curving up here. It looks generally like you would continue forward with this and, you know, come up a bit more in the next few years and peak out in the next few years. That would probably entertain the more bullish case for, you know, the market in general in the next few years. And then we finally, you know, come down with everything in 2025 or something, which is probably the longest I could see us going without, you know, an actual recession or something. But looks bad in your 3-day. Looks kind of like over here. So I would think we would, you know, just generally be sideways a bit. As the Fed, you know, raises rates, you probably could, you know, in terms of what I think for short term, I think, you know, in general, everything will come down in the next few months. So you are due to come into the red in the weekly, especially here. So I'll give it a few months. You might be able to find a good price on real estate in a few months. That's a premium, you know, thing, that strategy. It's in the course. That's for the premium people only. It's 50-50 right now. What do you guys think? At this time, I don't think that has much to do with anything. But if, you know, obviously when there's a tragedy, you know, what brings you out of the tragedy? What brings you out of the economic issues during the war? I try to increase as price comes down. That's what I try to do, Andrew. Guys, smash the like button and let me know. I'm happy to answer a lot of your questions. But yeah, in terms of, I mean, look, here it looks decent. You know, your 2-week. 2 weeks getting a little high here. Like 2-week, if you repeat, yeah, it's looking like 2011, but you still came up a lot. You know, 2011, you came down. You know, you scared a lot. I remember this. This is, you know, this is following the general market. Everybody was freaking out here because I was young. Like I was like 13, 14 here. And I remember my dad was having just a panic attack over the, like, not a panic, but he was screaming at the TV, you know, and just, oh, my stock, you know, everything's not doing good, yada, 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 yada. But, yeah, you got a little scare. So maybe we repeat this, something like this, into August. Market comes down. That's where, you know, S&P 500 is at, you know, 375, 380 or something in July, August. And then from there, you continue forward for a few years. Then you finally hit a recession. So if you're looking to buy real estate like I am, give it a few months, I would say. Maybe give it a few months. Look now. I mean, I could see it's tapering off a little bit in Miami. Like there are places that, like, there's a place I looked at that was on the market for 30 days now, and it's a nice place, and it's not priced like anything too crazy. Like it's not anything too insane, and it has not sold yet. So, you know, I don't even think they got any offers yet. So I feel like it's starting to pan down a little bit. And, you know, what was this percentage downward? 20% down. I don't know if this is the actual, if houses will actually go down in this amount, but if you come down 20% here, you know, 87, and we could draw a fib level or something. Yeah, right around there. Yeah, right at that fib level. Yeah, that'd be enough to scare a lot of people away. That'd be a sweet buying opportunity. And, you know, there's a lot of psychology in that. Like, people start panic selling, people get afraid, you know. So, yeah. Maybe get a good deal on real estate in a few months. HVN, high volume node. That's what it means. You got to how to spot high volume nodes. You got to use the volume. I'll show you guys that actually. It's pretty simple. Where is it? Right here. That's not coming up. Should be. Believe it. Yeah. See? Right here. It changes from time to time, but and you can mess around with it on different time frames, you know, right? Here, yeah, now it's telling us it's at 39. So yeah, you could add that in. It's a little bit subjective. But yeah, generally, you know, in terms of what I think, a few months, we go down a bit, enough to scare everybody away. Then probably come back. Bitcoin bottoms out at, you know, what's enough to scare everybody away? Probably 24, 25K, 23K. In a few months, big buying opportunity. Then we continue forward. So yeah, that's what I will say. That's my opinion on what's going down at the moment. That's my opinion on what's happening right now. Yeah, money flow crossover into the green right there. I don't know. I do think we could rally up a little bit more here. Obviously, your 10-minute doesn't looks a bit overheated. Yeah, there it came down. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the next time it comes into red, you may just bounce again and come up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I do like your 8-hour. Love your 6-hour right now. Repeat like that, you come up, you rally up a little bit. I don't know, maybe this time it won't work as well. We'll see. We'll see. We dumping? Hardly. Red diamond. Yeah, I think it means the same thing that the ETH. Yeah. Oh, we got the red X now. I think it means the same thing it means in Bitcoin. I think it means we're going to go down quite a bit more here in the next few months. That's what I think. You know, kind of like this. If we kind of draw out, you know, what happened here from May, came down about 60%. So 60% from, okay, the high over there brings you right down to 1400. I think it's kind of worst case scenario, 1400, major buy opportunity. But yeah, that's what I think. Just a matter of, you know, how long it will take to happen. You know, at minimum, I think it's probably going to take a month, probably a few months the most. End of summer. We'll see. Red X is worse than Blood Diamond? It depends. It depends. Blood Diamond is considered the worst, but Red X, you know, you look historically at what's happened before, not good. Last time inflation was this high in the UK, base rate went to 50% mortgage. Did housing continue to go up during that time? I don't know. And what other big caps? Let's take a look at Apple. How's Apple want to hold up? Could see that. You know, we're so due to come into the red there. Especially on the 3-2. Yeah, we were just so due to come into the red. I think you'll come into the red and then, you know, it's decision time. Either we enter a recession, continue farther down, or continue forward. I think you'll probably continue forward this time. And then the time after, that's where you finally get in a few years. We are so due to come into the red in the weekly, though. So, yeah. Nifty. How long did it take me to understand market cipher and become a consistently profitable trader? 4-6 months, probably, I would say. 6 months to be really good. Takes a few months at least, I would say. Nifty. Yeah, Apple earnings call tomorrow. I feel like that may not be good, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what this is. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't look good. That's what I will say. It doesn't look good, man. See what's happening right now. Yeah. I think you'll come up a bit higher here. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, this level right here, you got to realize, is very, very strong. I believe you will produce some type of reaction off 30. Hit it exactly there. Oh, FF. That's a big difference. So risking more values. So it depends. It depends. It's usually around the 1 or 2% for more confident trades. And going with the market, it could be up to 5%. I usually don't like to risk any more than 5%. Andrew, FFTY. I've never looked at this. Is it this one? Probably not. Is it this one, guys? Kind of like here, but I mean, it came up from there. I don't know, these yellow X's coming up I don't know if I like this, man. $30 I could see in the shorter term. I don't think it looks too good. Yeah, I don't know if I like this because it's losing that major support. Yeah, I think you're going lower. Yeah, you can see a 40% correction there. Nifty 50. Oh, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. This isn't. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look good, guys. EQNR. Almost like a double top pattern. Weekly looks pretty overheated. 3-day, I mean, the last time you came this high, look at what happened. 18, bottomed out, and 20. Been in the green a while, looks like you gotta come down. Been in the green a while, looks like you gotta come down. Let's see what you're saying, yeah. It don't look too good in my opinion. Will we confirm the bear? I'm not into the bear flag thing. I mean, if you want to listen to bear flags and people drawing triangles, probably watch somebody else's channel. But yeah, if we drop below 37K, yeah, I believe if we drop below 37K, close that daily candle below 37K, we will end up in the mid to low 20s. That's what I believe. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get off in a second. In terms of the other altcoins, I mean, they look this. I've been talking about these. I think you may in the short term get a little bit of a rally with everything else, but I think a lot of them could come down pretty far, guys. That's what I will say. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. If you're interested in my trading course, link in description below. I'm going to give you guys try to give the people in the live stream a little discount. Discord 20, use discount this discount code for 20% off in the course. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot, especially if you're not sure what leverage to use. I have videos teaching you, what the best leverage to use is for certain situations, risk management calculator, trading psychology, how to interpret market cipher, how I place all my trades, all that good stuff. A lot of people really like the course. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. So check that out. Also my exclusive Discord, but you might want to wait till the 1st of May because you're going to get double charged. That's how Patreon works. And let's see, what else is there? There is one-on-one coaching sessions if you're interested. A lot of people have liked those as well. And, oh yeah, BITGET Phoenix. If you want to create a new account, link description below. If you want to get Market Cipher, link in description below. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the live stream. Have a good one. Goodbye.